role. Now, task duration modeling. The beta distribution can be used to model events which are constrained to take place within an interval defined by minimum and the maximum value. And for this reason, the beta distribution along with the triangular distribution is used extensively in PERT or CPM, that is critical path method, and other project management or control systems to describe the time to completion of a task. And that is why triangular distribution, which is derived from the two independent uniform distribution, and beta distribution have in combination are very much useful in project management, planning and decision making process. So one important result of the triangular distribution is that when we talk about the critical or path method or the PERT, when a specific project management is under consideration, then the mass function or the density function of the triangular distribution, which is shown, which can be seen on your screen, is helpful to derive the mean and the variance of a critical path method, which are nothing but a plus 4b plus c upon 6, which is the nothing but the mean or the expected value of a critical path method, critical path, where a is the pessimistic value, b is most likely value, and c is the optimistic value, and its variance is also c minus a the square upon 6. So now let us go ahead with the discussion of beta distribution and its application. So these are the very interesting applications of the beta distribution. So now let us talk about the exponential distribution. So exponential distribution is again a very useful, very informative and very applicative distribution when reliability and life testing problems are considered. So application of exponential distributions are extensively used in life testing and reliability problems. So in probability theory and statistics, the exponential distributions are a class of continuous probability distribution, and they describe the times between events in a Poisson or continuous Poisson process, that is a process in which events occur continuously and independently at a constant average rate. You can see different forms of the exponential distribution with one parameter, it is theta. First form is 1 upon theta e raised to minus y upon theta, where y is more than 0 and theta is also non-negative. And another form is theta e raised to minus y theta, where y is non-negative, and for rest of the values function assumes its value as 0. You can see the distribution function also, and it is 1 minus e raised to minus y upon theta if density is 1 upon theta into e raised to minus y upon theta, and distribution function is 1 minus e raised to minus y theta if the density function is fy equal to theta e raised to minus y theta. You can see the graphs of the different exponential functions with different parametric values, and this function is formed in a graphical manner when cumulative distribution function of exponential distribution with different parametric values are considered. So in the specification, beta is a survival parameter in the sense that if a random variable x is the duration of the time that a given biological or mechanical system manages to survive, and x follows exponential with parameter beta, and its expected value is beta, and that is to say that expected duration of the survival of the system is beta units of time, and the parameterization involving the rate parameter arises in the context of events arriving at a rate of lambda when time between events has a mean value beta equal to 1 upon lambda or lambda inverse. Here mean and variance of exponential distribution with a density function 1 upon theta e raised to minus y by theta is shown. Mean is theta and variance is theta square. if density function is theta e raised to minus y theta, then expected value or the mean value of the random variable y is 1 upon theta and variance 1 upon theta square. Its MGF is 1 minus theta t raised to negative 1, and by derivation of the moment generating function with value with respect to the value t and taking t equal to 0, one can derive different row moments of different orders. So first derivative of the moment generating function with t equal to 0 gives the first value, and it is nothing but the row moment of first order, which is mean of the exponential distribution. So expectation of y is m dash 0 and it is theta, and similarly m double dash, that is second order differentiation of moment generating function, is theta 2 theta square into 1 minus theta t raised to negative 3. By taking t equal to 0, we get 2 theta square, which gives the variance as theta square. Now exponential or the Poisson connection. So consider a Poisson process with random variable x being the number of occurrences of an event in a fixed or fixed time space, and xt follows Poisson. Then y be the distance in time or space between two such events, then y greater than y, that is no events have occurred in the space of y, are described as the survival rates, and with the Poisson probability one can find out the different parametric values. Now let us consider few applications of exponential distribution. And as you see that exponential distribution is very much useful in different terminologies and different properties of life testing and reliability problems. The exponential distribution occurs naturally when describing the lengths of a interval or inter arrival times in a homogeneous continuous Poisson process. The exponential distribution may be viewed as a continuous counterpart of the geometric distribution, and as you know that geometric distributions are independently distributed or independent Bernoulli trials and can be treated as univariate or uniform distributions also. And in contrast to this, the exponential distribution describes the time for a continuous process to change its state. So in real world scenarios, the assumption of a constant rate or probability per unit time is rarely satisfied. And for example, the rate of incoming phone calls differs according to the time of a day. But if we focus on a time interval during which the rate is roughly constant, such as from 2 to 4 p.m. during work hours or working days, the exponential distribution can be used as a good approximate model for the time until the next phone call arrives. So similar caveats apply to the following examples, which yield approximately exponentially distributed variables, and the time until a radioactive particle decays or the time between clicks of a Geiger-Müller counter exponential distribution is useful. The time it takes before your next telephone call or the time until default of payment to company debt holders in reduced form credit risk modeling exponential distribution is used to discuss and to develop the corresponding model. So exponential variables can also be used to model situations where certain events occur with a constant probability per unit length, such as distance between mutations on a DNA strand or between road kills on a given road. So in queuing theory also, when we talk about the continuous Poisson process and the Poisson distribution, Erlang and the exponential distributions are also useful. So in queuing theory, the service times of agents in a system are often modeled as exponentially distributed variables, and the inter-arrival of customers, for instance, in a system is typically modeled by the Poisson distribution in most management science textbooks. The length of a process that can be thought of as a sequence of several independent tasks is better modeled by a variable following the Erlang distribution. So which is the distribution of the sum of several independent exponentially distributed variables. So when we consider different kind of variables which are exponentially distributed, and we take a sum of them, then we get Erlang distribution from the exponential distribution. So in physics, if you observe a gas at a fixed temperature and pressure in a uniform gravitational field, the heights of the various molecules also follow an approximately exponential distribution, and this is a consequence of the entropy property. Similarly, the memoryless property of exponential distribution is of interest, and the same kind of memoryless property is possessed by the geometric distribution. And as geometric distribution is a series of or sequence of Bernoulli trials which are independently distributed, and therefore same aspects of geometric distributions can be made applicable to the exponential property when we talk about its memoryless property. So an important property of the exponential distribution is that it is memoryless, and this means that if a random variable t is exponentially distributed, its conditional probability obeys the kind which is shown on your screen, that probability that t greater than s plus t given that t is more than s is equal to the probability that t is greater than t for any or all the values of s and t. And this says that the conditional probability that we need to wait, for example, more than another 10 seconds before the first arrival, given that the first arrival has not yet happened after 30 seconds, is equal to the initial probability that we need to wait for more than 10 seconds for the first arrival. So if we waited for 30 seconds and the first arrival didn't happen, that is t greater than 30, the probability that we will need to wait another 10 seconds for the first arrival, that is t greater than 30 plus 10, is the same as the initial probability that we need to wait for more than 10 seconds for the first arrival, t greater than 10. So this is often misunderstood by the students taking courses on probability, the fact that t greater than 40 given t greater than 30 is equal to probability t greater than 10, and it doesn't mean that the probabilities or the events t greater than 40 and t greater than 30 are independent in nature. So in reliability theory and reliability engineering also make extensive use of the exponential distribution, and because of the memoryless property of this distribution, it is well suited to model the constant hazard rate portion of the bathtub curve used in reliability theory. So it is also very convenient because it is so easy to add failure rates in any of the reliability model under consideration. So the exponential distribution is, however, not applicable to the model of the overall lifetime of an organism or technical devices, for example electronic bulb or the computer chips which are produced in a plant, because the failure rates here are not constant and more failures occur for very young and for very old systems. The exponential distribution is constantly also and consequently also necessarily the only continuous probabilities distribution that has constant failure rate. The related distributions of from the exponential distributions can be derived. When we talk about the gamma distribution, if we take the first parametric value as alpha equal to 1, we get the exponential distribution with one parameter. Both an exponential distribution and a gamma distribution are special cases of phase type distribution, and y has a Weibull distribution if capital Y is alpha root of x and x is exponentially distributed with lambda raised to negative gamma. So in particular, every exponential distribution is a Weibull distribution. In case of the reliability engineering, y has a Rayleigh distribution if you take y equal to square root of twice x into sigma square lambda, where x follows exponential distribution with parameter lambda. Y has a Laplace distribution if you take another random variable capital Y equal to the difference between x1 and x2, where x1 and x2 are two independently exponentially distributed random variables. And similarly, y has an exponential distribution, then minimum of the x1, x2, xn for independently exponentially distributed, we have a beta distribution. If y follows a uniform distribution, then y equal to e raised to minus x lambda is following a uniform distribution when x is uniformly distributed. X has a chi-square distribution with 2 degrees of freedom if we take exponential distribution with parametric value lambda equal to half, and x1, x2, xn are independently exponentially distributed with parameter lambda, then sum of all such exponentially distributed variables, that is summation of xi, follows gamma with parameter n and another parameter as 1 upon lambda. So in connection with the exponential distribution, gamma distribution can be discussed, and it is a case of exponential distribution with either 2 parameter or 1 parameter. And in the case of probability theory and statistics, gamma distribution is a 2 parameter family of continuous probability distribution, and it has a scale parameter theta and a shape parameter k. Its form is shown, or it can be seen on the graph or on your screen, that fx equal to 1 upon gamma alpha beta raised to alpha x minus gamma raised to alpha minus 1 e raised to minus x minus gamma upon beta. And for different values of gamma, alpha and beta, one can derive different kinds of gamma as well as exponential and simple exponential distribution. So with the parametric values, the gamma property or the graph of the gamma distribution can be seen, and gamma distribution